on here, go live real quick. I actually got to get to the airport in a little while. Plane's leaving at like 11 a.m. and today we're going to Arkansas. So I got a little meeting there tomorrow. That's the only reason I'll be coming right back after tomorrow. But I just went to the shop. My boy Kenny got me fresh. He came and he met me at 6:45 in the morning, just so I could get up out of here and look fresh today. So I mean, it's kind of amazing what the haircut can do for the morale. Now the beard kind of looking like a bird nest right now, so I gotta go blow out my beard. But other than that, man, I literally got the beard. I literally got the beard products in my pocket right now as I'm going. So I wonder if you guys seen the video yesterday with the new cordless detachable that we got in from Fort Worth Barber Supply. One's called the Orion, the other one's called like the Cyrus, something like that. I forget which one's which, but basically one of them's $300, one of them's $250. Dude, really, they are so good. I just got a chance to actually use it. I'm gonna release more videos using that down the pipe here. But essentially, it's the Oster Octane, and I actually think this might be the original company that made the Oster Octane. I'm not sure though. Somebody made it. That thing's been floating around forever. It was the Volt. It was the Octane. Now they got like one called the Orion. You know, like all in all, you guys know what it is. It's a good product, and hopefully you guys are out here making some money today, going to do your thing. Let's spread some of the good vibes out into the universe here. One of the things I gotta say is the Bills had to go and take care of business. It was ugly, but we got it done, and we continue to find ways to win, but not like the Chiefs, man. The Chiefs should have lost that game, and the dude misses a 30-yard field goal. That's all it took for Mahomes to stay undefeated. So a little bit salty on that one. Somebody just asked Joshua Collins, he says, can you do fades without guidelines? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You can do it however you want, and it's one of the reasons why it makes it difficult to learn, because you watch me, you watch somebody else, you see a million other people doing these things, and when you get right down to it, it's very subjective. You know, everybody has a way that they do it. I give you guys this, a rock solid strategy to rely upon through my tutorials, right? I give you guys literally step A, B, C, and I get as molecular. I really do think that, like, as far as barber tutorials go online for people who actually want to learn how to do this, I really think mine are second to none. But I will say there's a lot of great people out there who do it a lot of great ways. I'm not knocking anybody. I'm just saying, like, I go a lot harder on all the little stuff. That's not to say that you're not going to make some changes throughout your process. Then you're not going to do something that's a little unique to you, and I will deviate from the process a little bit as it needs to. So barbering is such an art. It sure is, man. It sure is. The beard has to go. Aaron, you must be out your damn mind. This beard is going nowhere. And when I get this beard under control, after I put my products in it and do my thing, you guys are all gonna wish you had this beard. But no, the reality is there are some things in the works for the beard care. Just stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. So when you get right down to it, enhancements are a big part of this game. The products you use in your beard, man, I'll tell you something. There are a lot of products out here. Some of them are too oily. A lot of people don't know when to put it in or how to do it. Like, if you follow the way that I take care of my beard, you'll want to keep it forever. But one of the reasons why a lot of you guys don't grow your beard out, or you don't succeed in growing your beard out, is because it's miserable. If you're not happy with it, like if you're itchy, if it's like a wiry coarseness, you're just not going to be able to last long. I mean, that's just not going to happen, right? If it's comfortable, if it feels good, if all of that is the case, then you're going to be able to grow your beard out as long as you want. So I think all in all, most of you guys probably have never actually used any of that. So they're hitting with the matter baby jokes are out here flying. All right, so yesterday, being that you guys are all live, insiders, smash the thumbs up for me real quick, man. We got 50, 60 y'all in the room. If we could get a little thumbs up, that'd be a great help. Yesterday, I filmed the best trimmer of 2025. So this is the end of the year roundup. And we have some people in that one. I should say we have some companies in that one that have never been on that list, have never made it to that list. But I think it was warranted with the amount of comments and things that you guys have put out there in the ether. A lot of you guys have been saying, oh, what about this? What about that? So long story short, there's definitely a couple little surprises in that video. We are working on the best clipper and best shaver. Look, my guy behind me, his car is a total disaster, but he has the speakers so loud. I think it's hilarious, man. I think it's hilarious. Bro, if I were you, instead of buying the expensive speakers, I probably would have gave the car a paint job. You know what I mean? So, anyhow, where we all checking in from, man? All right, let's do this. Where are you checking in from, and what is the weather like where you are? Let me know. Drop a comment. I don't even know how cold it's going to be when we get to Arkansas. We'll have to figure it out. But I imagine it's going to be pretty damn chilly compared to here. It's 77 degrees, and we're in Naples, Florida. Appreciate it, Russell. Thank you so much. Literally just got my hair cut a couple minutes ago. I wanted to look super fresh for this vacation. But boy, I'm looking at all this traffic. I'm literally driving back out to my house just to shower and blow out my beard. And I'm looking at all this traffic, and I'm like, oh my God, I hope I make it to the airport on time. You always get that, like, what if I don't make it? But, like, the morning, this is one of the reasons why I like going to the shop so early, guys. I usually get in the shop like 5:30. I know you're going to call me crazy, but you can build a clientele around any time that you want. It really doesn't make a difference. What makes the difference is that you stick to what you say. And I mean, look at all this traffic. I'm going to be sitting in all this. These people ain't even moving. Like, what was I thinking coming all the way back? I should have just stayed in town. But you can build a clientele around any time you want. So if I want to go to the shop at 5 a.m., guess what? I can get clients to start coming at that time. And one of the reasons why I do that is because, unlike today, where I'm going to be stuck sitting in this traffic, I actually cannot stand wasting time. I have so little of it. I have started to realize, like, I'm in that season of my life where, like, money, time, and family, like, out of all of this, the time that I can spend with family is the most important, and the amount of time that I actually have is the most important to me. So if I can go to the shop at 5 a.m. and I can leave by 3 p.m. and I do a whole, good amount of business during that time, and I'm very productive, like, I'm literally showing up right as the kids are getting out of school, and I'm spending time with my kids. So when you get right down to it, these are the things that are important to me. And with barbering and that freedom that you can get, if any of you guys are sitting out here like, man, I'm too old to become a barber. Or my favorite excuse, I don't know nothing about cutting hair. Bro, do you think I just woke up one day and had it all figured out? Like I just knew everything? Like, no, that's just not realistic. That's not how it works. If you're too old to cut hair, or so to speak, you think, there's plenty of people who are getting started literally right now. There's people who are 50 years old, 60 years old, getting involved literally right now. Like, I know for a fact that the advice you'd give to somebody else, you don't give it to yourself. Because you'd be like, I'm too old to go to barber school. And then you'd meet somebody who's like, man, I really, really want to become a barber. I'm really thinking about going to school. And what would you tell that person? Nah, man, you're too old. You wouldn't say it. You wouldn't take your own advice. You would say, you know what, man? You're never too old. You're never too old to follow the dreams and follow the things that you want to do in life. And something I'm always gonna say to you guys who are coming into this as a second career, your first career counted for something. The way you dealt with people, the customer service, the maturity level that you have, all of that will play a large role in being successful in this business. And when you get right down to it, this business is really soft. I mean, the people that work in this business, so many of them have no work ethic. So many of them come in looking like they rolled out of bed. They're likely to leave early and show up late. And I mean, like literally, if you just came into this business, you looked professional, you acted professional, and you stuck to your schedule. If you did those three things, literally, that's it. If all you did was those three things, you would be fine. You would eat for life in this business. And so many people just don't have the work ethic. And then the other people that come into this business are the people who are like, hey, I used to be a barista at Starbucks, and I got fired, and then I was a plumber, and I got fired, and you got fired for everything that you did. You know, there was always a manager who did you wrong. You're always the hero in your story too, right? You're always the person that somehow an injustice was perpetrated upon you, and you know, none of it is your fault. So you come to barbering and you got this victimhood mentality, and you're like, that owner, man, he never advertised for us, man. This barber school, it ain't teaching me. I mean, man, Ed's tutorials suck. His beard line is just too strong, or it's too weak, or it's too good, or it's too, oh man, you got all the excuses, right? You got all the excuses under the sun. And these people come into this business and they think magically, something's just going to happen where they're going to all of a sudden become an entrepreneur. Like, no, you're not. No, you're not. And not until you look in the mirror and you decide to be one. Not until you see it already in your mind. God, guys, this traffic is making me sick. I mean, this traffic jam is literally stretched all the way out here, like 11 miles. Will I make it? Will I make it to the airport? Oh, yeah. What up, Dancy Bearded? I was watching his channel. Y'all subscribe to my man over here. I was watching his channel this morning, and we were just looking at all the beard care products. Bro, I got to say, I'm in this. I'm deep in this. I'm at every show. I'm at every event. And I got to say, bro, when I watched your channel, I learned some stuff today. You know, the beard butter and the beard bar, man, I really was inspired by all that. So, all right, I'll read some of your guys' comments right here. He said, I recently heard you say someone changed their haircut from time to time and it bothered you. And you have so many options. I think what he's saying is like, how to get fired by your barber. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about. Basically, I'm saying it's a pet peeve. Obviously, I'm not going to throw nobody out of the shop for this. But if I'm cutting your hair, right, and every single time you got some crazy idea that you want to do something new, and the thing about these people is a lot of times their hair doesn't even match up to the stuff they bring. They're like, showing me this big, beautiful, curly head of hair and how they want to keep it on top, and they want the sides like, and you're like, bro, you have like 9 hairs on your whole head. It's not possible. And constantly you got these people who are just, they're insecure with themselves, and they're coming and they're seeking something new every time from the barber. Like, that can get old real quick. Like, if you want to change your style up from time to time, there is not a professional barber in the world who's going to care. We're not going to give a shit. We don't care what you decide you want to do. Have it figured out before you get here, and let's do it. But when you're constantly asking for like something different every time, or you're complaining, yeah, that could get old. That get old real quick. He said, we must have crossed paths. I appreciate that. I teach at the Premier Expos and many BarberCon, CT Barber Expo. I'm going to look you up. I'm going to look you up next time. I'm always on the stage with Stylecraft and Gamma. Wherever Stylecraft and Gamma is, that's usually where we're at. Paz Face says, I got the Sabre 2.0. Congratulations to you, man. Young Dave, what mod bracket do I have to take any Babyliss blade and put it on my T-outliner or detailer? Can't see in the video. Man, you want to put a Babyliss blade on a I mean, dude, to be perfectly honest with you, the Babeless blade on the Babeless unit is fantastic, and I wouldn't put it on a inferior unit. You know, sometimes you know, doing stuff like that, different RPM, different range. I mean, it could get hot. It could perform worse. But I'm sure there's probably a mod company out there that sells that stuff. And if you must do that, of course, I'm sure somebody can facilitate that for you. You know, something you guys got to think about is a lot of research and development goes into pretty much everything behind the scenes, right? Like, all you guys like modding your clippers, you like modding your trimmers, you like changing everything and having that. Like, customize your stuff, make it yours. I get it, right? I totally encourage that. But at the same time, realize that, like, a lot of research and development went into picking this blade, pairing it with this motor, making sure that this RPM range is not going to cause too much excessive heat. Excessive heat can make a blade turn brittle. It can make a blade break. It can make teeth break. It can make all kinds of things happen. So when you get right down to it, a lot of this stuff performs well stock, and you might do a little bit of change into it. But, you know, so it's always fun, though, to get into, like, the pet peeves. And, you know, like, for me, I had you guys do a vote on the pet peeves, like the most annoying stuff in the barbershop, and resoundingly, without any question, you guys were talking about lateness, no call, and no show. And that definitely is pretty infuriating. I mean, I do have appointments. I'm booked. A lot of times I'm booked for 2 weeks out because of my travels and stuff like that. And shout out to Booked In. They're my sponsor. They sponsor a lot of my stuff for, like, you know, YouTube videos. Bookedin.com/Eddie. You guys can redeem an offer to save 50% off your first 3 months. But besides the point, one of the funny things that I noticed was a lot of you guys don't like my biggest pet peeve. My biggest pet peeve in the barbershop is, like, when you're telling me what you want and you don't just sit down in the chair, and instead you got to get, like, this close to my face or stare at yourself in the mirror as you explain it. And to me, it's like definitely a big pet peeve, because, bro, like, the whole reason we're here is for you and to cut your hair. And I'm gonna give you a nice consultation before. I'm gonna give you a nice consultation beforehand, and I'm gonna make it all about you. And they don't. It really just comes down to, usually, like, whenever that happens, which is pretty rare, because, like I said, I've been doing the same people for so long. But whenever that happens, it's usually just a lack of trust. Really, that's really what it boils down to. They're not sure if you know, and how to do it and all this stuff. So, you know, it's just a lack of trust. He said, I'm trying to get my shit done. He's overdue. Yeah, you got to get your beard, you know, you got to put your beard on point, man. This is what I'm saying, dude. Like, really, if you guys don't take care of your beard, you'll never grow it out. You guys got to check out this man's his YouTube channel over here with the beards. He was just in here. It's Dan C Bearded. Yo, my guy's got a beard, like, way bigger than mine. Now my beard, once I blow it out and I do my thing, it'll be, you know, it's respectable, bro. I would say on a level of respectability, I'm up there pretty high as far as beards go. But this guy Dan, man, he's on a whole other playing field. I mean, I got a couple years to go before I get anything like that. So I'm gonna keep growing my beard. I already made the decision about 3.5 years ago that I'm never gonna cut my beard again. Obviously, I'm gonna fade it in. I'm gonna do my line. I'm gonna do all my things, right? But I'm never gonna cut my beard again. And you know, that's just a decision. What is hanging underneath that? Looks like a set of nuts hanging underneath that car there. But yeah, that's you know, a decision I made a while ago. And when we get right down to it, if you're gonna try to grow your beard out and it's not comfortable, you're not gonna last long. It's just not gonna last long. But all right, you guys, I gotta run inside. I gotta get a shower going before I get up in the airport here. We're gonna be spending some time at the Centurion Lounge in Atlanta. Hey, y'all like the one wheel? I don't go nowhere without it. But we're gonna spend some time in the Centurion Lounge in Atlanta. Maybe I'll go live again over there. I'll show you guys that. If you're an American Express holder, you can sit up in this lounge. And one of the biggest ones, like 22,000 square feet, is in Atlanta, Hartford, for the layovers. And those of you who know, like, Those of you who spend a lot of time on the road, if you know, you know. And when you get right down to it, having that Centurion Lounge, having that American Express Platinum card, free drinks, free food, buffet, nice little area to edit videos. So I'm kind of looking forward to some peace and quiet and knocking all that out. So, all right, you guys, this is the YouTube Barber Academy. Really appreciate you all for checking in and, hanging out with this live. I might go live again later today. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Smash the thumbs up on your way out, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Peace.